behind Frank McComb. Somebody can actually plan it properly,
Right.
you know, but I have to put it out there and be honest. Booking agencies won't take me on.
Why not?
I guess because they figure I'm doing well enough without them. I mean,
very interesting.
But I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. It would be nice for somebody else to take on the bookings for me. It would be, because I want to focus more on playing more music.
You see, and I think,
But,
yeah, go ahead.
but at the same time, I know it's done right and anybody steal it from me. Now, I'm not saying everybody out there's a thief, but I just put it to you this way. Until I find the right spouse, the brother gonna stay single.
Yeah.
Figuratively, of course, because
Yeah,
I got one home of 25 years with 2 kids.
Well, I know what you're talking about. Sometimes you got to put it in that way.
Yeah, you know, you got to put it in terms where people get it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you got to put it in terms where people get it. And I'm just not going to waste my time waiting around for somebody to decide to get it, man. I'll learn every gig myself. I'll learn every job myself, which is what I've had to do.
You know,
and you get tired of your stomach touching your back, you will learn these different jobs and do it for yourself if you have to.
Exactly.
So be it.
Right.
I mean, I was just telling Sylver and some other people the other day, I was doing demos for people, and they'd be like, man, you know, come do this song for me right quick. I need you to demo the studio. They pay me some cheese, just, you know, a couple bucks here or there. You know, and they'll say, man, I got you when you're ready to cut some stuff. And I would try to cash in on that, man. I need to cut a tune. I got this idea. Oh, man, I got Usher coming in. I got Genuine coming in. I got, you know, that's what I would get. So I said, okay. So I started learning stuff for myself. I went, and Daryl, you probably know, I went and got me the old Trinity,
right.
the Korg Trinity,
wow, yeah.
the big one, yeah, the 88.
Yep.
And I went and got the Roland VS880. And I linked the two together, so I cut all of my analog stuff in the Roland, and I cut my sequence stuff in the Trinity, you know, and that's how I did Straight from the Vault.
Yep.
I didn't know it was going to lead me to an endorsement with Korg. The Korg Trinity, yeah, man, got an endorsement with them. My name is in every Kronos in the world.
Wow.
Because I asked for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were working on the Kronos, me and Lau Mays. We were working on it. He played for Pat Metheny for years. And we were working on the Kronos together at the same time. We were doing demo work and developing pianos for it. And I developed 2 Wurlitzers and a Fender Rhodes for the Korg Kronos. And I asked Jerry Kovarsky, who was my rep at the time, that was his last project before leaving. I asked him, I said, well, this your last hoorah, let's go all out, man, put our names in it. Because the little squeaky wheel got the oil. Me, Herbie Hancock, George Duke, Lau Mays, Russell Ferrante of the Yellow Jackets, all of us have our name in the Kronos because
That is awesome, because you asked for it.
Yeah.
Because you knew what to do.
well, I didn't really know what I was doing. I just took a chance and did it. As I did with everything else. I didn't know I was going to be booking my own concerts around the world. Just, you know, I went from booking my gigs at 17 years old around Cleveland, Youngstown, Akron, Erie, Pennsylvania, maybe get lucky enough to get up to Kentucky. I didn't know I was going to be doing that I was going to go from doing that to booking my own concerts around the world, literally starting in the year 2000.
Wow.
You know, all because of one club in London, the Jazz Cafe, reached out to me. Lucy Whitehead, I would love Lucy forever for taking a chance on me when nobody else did. Lucy reached out to me and said, man, you got a big fan base here in London. We want to fly you all the way to London to do a show. I can pay everything around you, but I just can't pay you. And I looked at my wife and I said, I looked at the phone, I looked at my wife, I said, maybe this lady from London saying that she can bring me out to pay for everything, but she can't pay for me. She can't pay. She said, no, that don't sound right. I said, no, that don't sound right. So I got back on the phone. I said, lady, you got to at least pay. You got to pay something in my house. You got to pay something. Yes. So she said, well, what do you need? I said, baby, what we need. She said, tell her to pay the rent. I said, lady, you got to pay my rent. So she said, how much is the rent? I said, Lisa, how much is the rent? She negotiated through me, right? $800. You know, that wasn't no money. There ain't a lot of money back then. So I get on the phone and say, lady, you got to pay my rent, $800. At least come to my house for the month. She said, okay, we'll make it work.
Wow.
Man, I flew all the way to London to rehearse with the band, play one show, and flew all the way back, sold out. I said, okay, well, I'm on to something. So word got around that I was like booking my own stuff, and here I am, years later.
You know what I find interesting?
Booking my own work.
What I find interesting, I see a pattern from the stories that you've told us. And and that pattern is that you seem to be inspired by people who are independent, because you spoke about the gentleman who would be signing his checks,
Kenny Gamble, yeah.
And then you meet Prince. who we all know historically has had these issues with record companies.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Oh yeah.
I
like picking with you, Frank. I just do. If I don't pick on you, that means I don't like you.
There you
That's
go.
what it is. If I don't,
That's right. I feel you, bro.
notice I ain't said nothing to Sylver over there. I love Sylver. That's my girl right there. She killed Blues Alley last week, man. Oh my God, she ripped that place to shreds. Man, what's the name of that record, that band y'all got?
The Groovement.
That's right.
The Groovement.
That's what I wanted her to say. That Groovement. She has a way of saying it that's awful. That Groovement. Yeah, man.
No, but that's what I meant. You seem to gravitate towards those kinds of individuals, and it's a great thing because I think more people need to, especially in this business. And historically, as we all know, as black folks, black musicians especially, have not gotten what they're worth in terms of their production, what they produce. They usually get the short end of the sticks. We know what happened to a lot of those Motown artists, and way before that, they weren't getting any, royalties and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's great to see that people are opening their eyes, and I mean, you're setting a good example by doing your thing, and even by doing your thing, there's a lot of sacrifices there. It's a lot of pain.
Oh, it is. I mean, I missed a few birthdays that I wish I could have been at, but how were those birthdays gonna get paid for if I was sitting there eating cake with them?
Yeah.
I just, I had a great conversation with one of my mentors. He's gone now, George Duke. Mm-hmm. And Duke told me for all these years at Epic Records, he never received a royalty check. The Dookie Stick reached for it. None of those records he did for Epic, he never received a royalty check.
Wow.
Ever. But, you talk about gravitating toward strong people. Iron sharpens iron. Mm-hmm. I don't do it with people. Can't do it with people. You bring me down. It's like Kryptonite to Superman. And they call me the soldier ass Superman. That's what they call me, because there's nothing I can't do. You know how they say you're a jack of all trades, master of none? Mm-hmm. I think I've mastered quite a bit, because every trade that this jack jumped on pays some bills.
Right.
And people don't believe it's really me doing it, but it's me. I'm doing it all, even the social media. Mm-hmm. Seriously. Wow. I ain't scared to do it. And a lot of people say, oh man, that's got to take up a lot of time, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does, but I'd rather that time be spent doing something positive, move me forward. Even if I'm moving forward slowly, I'm still going forward, I ain't going backwards. Right. I mean, I would rather take that time and be working on music and getting stuff out and booking dates than to be taking that time calling a company asking how come my record ain't out.
Right.
You know?
That's true.
How come my record ain't out, man? I'm back in '99, I'm touring with Shaka Khan. And I enjoyed touring with Shaka before, well, let me see, it was Frankie Beverly, April of '99. May up to New Year's was with Shaka. Mm-hmm. But I had just recorded Love Stories in '98. Mm-hmm. And it's sitting on the shelf at a major record label. Wow. And I'm on tour playing with somebody else. I'm like, this ain't right. No, 3 into 2 don't go. That's what ZZ Hill said. Mm-hmm. 3 into 2 don't go. It ain't gonna never go. Why am I up here on the road playing for somebody else, helping them make some money, and I got a gold mine just sitting right there that somebody else is keeping me from getting to? Ain't no amens right there. The church is quiet. We got to go get this right, man. I'm helping somebody else get their tithes off, and let me go get mine.
Right, that's true.
So I had to reach out to the company. I got some help from Branford and actually from Shaka's sister Tammy, and we went in there and dealt with the company and got them to release Love Stories. And having a CD out is like having a credit card. It opens up some doors.
Right, it does.
It does. It opens up doors.
So, what is the name? What is your contact info if people want to get in touch with you? Do you have your website?
Yeah, actually.
Social media.
Social media. I'm on social media. You can actually go to frankmccomb.info, and all of my social media is there. Instagram is Frank McComb. Twitter handle is at Mr. Frank McComb. Facebook, if you just search my name, you'll find everything. But I will encourage everybody, and I appreciate you going to iTunes and every place music is sold online. I appreciate that, don't get me wrong. Right. But I'll be honest, when you go to iTunes and you go online and download the music, you get your music right away, but it takes me a couple of months to get my money. Right. I'm going to keep it real. But if you go to my Bandcamp, it's frankmccomb.bandcamp, BANDCAMP.com, frankmccomb.bandcamp.com. Stream and order, download the music there. You get your music right away, I get my cheese right away.
There you go.
Yeah, look out for the artists first.
All right.
And check out my YouTube channel too, FMTV. There are a lot of people out there who made YouTube channels using my name, and they take my music and upload it to their Frank McComb, quote unquote, YouTube channel, and they're monetizing. They're getting paid. So look up Frank McComb FMTV.
Okay.
All right.
Frank
I'm putting my own footage up there.
FMTV.
FMTV. That's
All
Frank
right.
McComb. I'm putting my own footage up there, and it's the type of footage that the average concert goer is not going to get. Because it's coming right from me.
Right.
Yeah, support the artists.
Well, folks, on that note,
Yes, sir.
speaking of us supporting the artists, the next show at 6, there's going to be is a special event talking about the situation of the DC Council is about to pass legislation preventing people from busking in DC. And so we're taking a look at that. They're going to talk about it. Please tune in. It's very important. We're talking about supporting independent musicians because I think a lot of times some of the musicians that have come up to WPFW and played on the air have been found through busking. And if you stop, yes, they have been found through busking, some of them, and and it's few and far between, but still, it's an opportunity for us to get to hear their music. And so we have to figure out a way to navigate all of that because it's also part of culture. This is something that's been going on in DC for so many, many years, as far as I've been living in DC, which is over 25, 30 years. Okay, so,
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So we need to take a look at that. There'll be a conversation going on at 6. Check it out. Listen to the conversation and from your own opinions, or if you really want to support independent artists, you'll be there to support them and make sure that legislation does not go through the way I hear it's been put. All right, folks, more from Frank McComb right here on WPFW 9.3. We're live at 5. Thank you for listening on this wonderful Monday in the nation's capital. Here's some more of Frank McComb. Thank you again for being here.
So I gotta find a way to do the best I can to impress you, baby. Yeah, find my way to cause I really love. You take one. Go ahead. You take one. Take yours.
Gotta find a way to my heart. Because he sings all of them, okay? Right hand, left hand, don't matter. Don't matter. I'm like, okay, wait, I know you got to go there. You got to go right there. It's like trying to catch a fly in the summertime.
All right.
One of my favorite singers on the plane.
Folks, Frank, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, a lot of time. I'd like to say thank you to Sierra and Robin and Dadrin. for doing the sound and stuff, and I'd like to thank Jerry Paris and
yeah, I want to thank everybody.
I'd like to thank every one of
guys
you
for having
that's here for being here and being part of this.
I love
very
this
special
station.
event
I
right here.
love
Live
this
at
station. I
5
appreciate
on
you
Monday.
guys for supporting me.
WPFW
Right.
88.3, the station for jazz and justice. Thank you all for listening, and have a great week. See you Friday. Peace.